Suppositors. I'm Scott M. Graves, founder of M the Media Project, and this is my partner in crime.
I am Cameron McLeod, producer and co-founder of M the Media Project here.
And we're here to say thank you for participating in the first live script reading for the Mental Suppository. Part of the family of our podcasts is, in fact, the pop culture and science fiction podcast for M the Media Project.
It's pop culture for your brain hole.
It's pop culture for your brain hole. We, of course, are doing our project because we're trying to solve the problem of a dearth of high quality local journalism in all kinds of different subject matters. So we doubly appreciate the fact that you are participating today. Anybody that would like to recommend us to yet more subscribers, we really appreciate it. And they can find us at patreon.com/smgravesassociates. Once again, thank you. We want to show you loyal suppositors just how much we love Doctor Who here at M the Media Project. Cam, you want to have your... Or am I going to begin? Are you going to begin?
I'll give it a go. Let's give it a go.
Give it a go, dude. All right, let's do it.
I fucked it up, but fade out.
Oh,
hi everyone.
My God.
Hey everybody.
Yep. Oh, hello and welcome to the Mental Suppository's first live reading. We'll be doing Doctor Who: A Journey into Time, and it's a little bit of a history of Doctor Who. It, for those who don't know the series, it started out as a television series in 1963, which was supposed to be it was supposed to be an educational show. The Doctor and his granddaughter Susan were joined by two teachers who one was a science teacher and one was a history teacher. So you'd have one teacher who would teach, who would talk about like the historical facts, and another teacher would talk about the science facts. But that was all kind of thrown out the window once the Daleks were introduced. And then that sort of cemented the show forever as a science fiction favorite. But not only that, the Daleks became so widely popular that they decided to create, they wanted to do two movies based on the Daleks. Well, at least start with one, and then maybe they did two at the same time. But instead of going with the actor William Hartnell as the Doctor for the movies, they actually ended up going with Peter Cushing, who was known for like the Hammer films, to be Doctor Who for those movies. And fast forward several years, few years later, like late 60s, early 70s, BBC Radio wanted to commission a radio series called Doctor Who: Journey into Time, and they'd gotten Peter Cushing once again to play Doctor Who. And what they were going to do for the first episode, which we're going to do a live reading of tonight, was kind of do a retelling of the first story, which the Doctor and Susan first come to Earth. But so that's what we're going to be attempting tonight. So I figured I'd at this point introduce my co-conspirators on the Mental Suppository podcast, which we release a new episode every Friday. So I'm Brett Herholtz, joined by
Andrew Shanley. How you guys doing?
Kevin Barbary.
Lolita Barbary.
Jamie.
I'm Jamie.
Yeah, he's Jamie. And we're actually joined by, as we were saying, we were joined by some guests tonight. One is a friend of the show's and a old friend of ours.
Oh, is that? Oh.
What is that?
Sorry about that.
We're apparently both old, so it could be. So I'm Ramona.
A friend of ours. It was going to be joining us is the part of the teacher tonight.
Ironically, it's a tough role.
Years of research.
We figured you had to do a lot of studying for this. But we also needed a person to play the part of Susan, so we're introducing a new talent, and one Lolita Barbary, who you might recognize the last name.
Yep.
And of course,
I feel honored.
And of course, what's a Doctor Who episode without Doctor Who? So, introducing our friend.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I was the only person in this group that owned a tweed suit, so I was stuck with the role of the Doctor.
And it fits you very well, both the role and the suit.
It is quite
That's some
dashing.
dedication.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
So thank you everybody for tuning in to the live feed tonight. And for those of you, this is kind of the PBS pitch part of the thing. But if you subscribe to M the Media Project, for those who subscribe for $10 or more, what you'll be getting when we finally put together is the live stream. But we're going to be adding editing sound and music into it and make it feel like a real radio play. Whereas tonight we're just having a really good time. So I figure,
That makes one of us.
that's
Aren't there 7 of us? 8?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One's a
7, 8.
doppelganger.
Oh, thanks for keeping track. So I guess without further ado, we can get right into it. So if I will, I'll do the intro announcing. So, and now we present the adventures of
Doctor Who! Susan! Susan!
Yes, grandfather?
Come over here to the control panel. I think we're landing.
Back in our own time?
If the telechronometer is working, we should be home. Turn on the external television scanner so we can see where we are.
Yes, grandfather. Oh, that part wasn't highlighted, Dad. Oh. I'm sorry.
Keep going. It's fine.
Look, yeah, okay. Look, a green field and trees.
Yes, it certainly looks like the planet Earth. What's the external temperature and the air content reading?
Normal.
Then let's open the doors.
Oh, I hope it's Earth.
The air smells good. Look, that newspaper blowing away, Susan. It might carry the date. See if you can catch it.
Got it. Here it is.
Now, let's see here.
The date's on the front page, grandfather. We're in 1967.
That's impossible.
We're off course again. 3,000 years off course.
3,000 years off course. I'm sure I had the telechronometer working correctly this time.
We'll have to try again, that's all. Look, our spaceship's changing.
So it is.
What's it turning into?
Oh, something that people of this time will find acceptable and won't get too curious about. What's the words forming at the top?
It says police.
Yes, you see, it's turning into a London police phone box. I've seen photographs of them somewhere, in one of our museums.
Grandfather, how long do you think it'll take to make the telechronometer work properly?
Well, it depends on how quickly I can lay my hands on some mercury. Why do you ask?
I thought I might go to school here.
I suppose that's natural enough, but promise me something, Susan. Don't tell them where you come from. Your classmates would never believe you come from another time.
Scene 2. Sound fades into school classroom.
Morning, children. This morning we're going to deal with the binary system. Who knows what that means? George, would you like to tell us about the binary system?
Well, it only uses 2 digits, 1 and 0.
Why is that?
Well, that's how it works.
Miss Jennings?
Yes, that's Susan, isn't it? Do you know anything about the binary system?
Well, rapid mathematical calculations can only be done electronically, that is to say, by computer, in which each transistor, oh God, has only two possibilities, to be on or off. If one transistor is off, it represents digit 0. If it is on, that means digit 1. To represent 2 is another transistor that is required. Shall I go on?
Fades in schoolyard during break. Jamie?
Hey, you! Come over here.
Yes, what is it?
What's the idea with all the smart stuff in class this morning? The teacher asked me, not you.
Shouldn't I have spoken up?
Shouldn't you have spoken up? Listen, when I'm speaking in class, no one else speaks. Understand?
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, I've got to get a book from the school library, so if you'll excuse me.
And what? I won't? Now come here.
You're hurting my wrist.
George, what do you think you're doing?
If it isn't Mike Logan.
Did he hurt you, Susan?
No, it's all right.
Proper little policeman, aren't you, Daddy's boy?
Beat it, and that's an order.
All right. It's getting smelly around this corner of the yard.
What was all that about then, Susan?
I answered a question in class and made George look stupid.
That doesn't take much. This is a tough school. It's dangerous to be too clever here. The other kids don't go for it.
I thought schools were to be clever in.
They are, but not all kids see it that way. They're here because they have to be. That's the law.
Well, that's crazy. Maybe that's why some of them are so stupid. And the teachers, too. In geography class yesterday, I was asked which major cities in the world had subway trains.
That's easy. London, New York, Paris, Hamburg, Athens.
But I said Xenophon, too. As well.
Xenophon? What's that?
Victoria Land.
In Australia?
No, Antarctica, the South Pole.
Susan, there aren't any cities on the South Pole. No one can live there.
Oh, of course, I forgot. They haven't built it yet, have they?
A city on the South Pole?
Mike, excuse me. I've got to go to the library.
Xenophon, you must be nuts.
Scene 4. Sound fade in.
Mr. Logan, it was very kind of you for showing me your greenhouse. You have such a lot of flowers.
Ever since Mike's mother died, it's been soothing to give me an interest.
I didn't realize many varieties of cherries still existed.
There's always been wallflowers.
Yes, there are now, of course.
You know, Mike, you've brought home a real genius here. There's not a plant I've got here that Susan can't name.
Where'd you learn so much, Susan?
My grandfather and I we were at a place once that was covered in plants. They were all much bigger than your Ethiopia and Adiantum capillus venereus. They become big. Yeah.
Where was that? Abroad somewhere?
It was after an atomic bomb explosion. They mutated. They were rather dangerous.
Dangerous?
To get too close to that, they'd become active. Look, Mr. Logan, I must go home now. It's been very nice of you inviting me home for Sunday dinner.
That's all right, Susan. Anytime.
I'll go get my coat.
I'll walk you home.
Mike, what do you think she meant? Flowers becoming active?
I don't know, Dodd. But some of the things she says, it's like she came from another world. Somewhere we know nothing about.
Scene 5. Fade in, light breeze. 2 sets of footsteps in gravel, walking.
You're lucky you live near the park, Susan. I wish we did.
I'm nearly home now, Mike. I'll be all right from here.
No, I said I'd walk you all the way.
You don't have to, really.
Where is it you live, exactly?
Over there.
There ain't no houses over that way. Not for a Mike. There's nothing. Except that police box. Hey, since when did they have a police box in the middle of the park?
I've no idea. Mike, what's inside the police box normally?
There's a telephone, first aid equipment, things like that. There's not much room, just enough for two people to stand in.
What's that bit sticking up on the top?
That's a light. If it flashes, the police station calls through, then any policeman who sees it, goes and answers the telephone.
Can anyone open the door?
Only the police. They have all the keys like Dad has.
I see. Well, Mike, I really must be going now.
But I said I'd walk you all the way.
Oh, there's my grandfather. It's all right. He'll walk me the rest of the way.
Where is he?
Over there, crossing the grass. Look, he's waving. He's seen me. Grandfather!
What is that he's wearing? A cloak?
He's, a bit old-fashioned.
Hello, Susan!
I think you'd better go now.
Can't I meet him?
He doesn't like mixing with people very much.
Well, it's too late now.
Hello there, Susan. Oh, who's this?
This is Mike Logan, Grandfather. He is at my school.
Ah, yes, that silly school. What do you want, boy?
I was just taking Susan's home, sir.
Then you've accomplished your task. Goodbye.
I'll see you tomorrow then, Susan. At school.
Don't be too sure of that. We may not be here. Well off with you. Don't stand and stare.
I'm sorry, sir.
In fact, what are you staring at? Is there something wrong with me?
Your clothes, sir.
What's wrong with them?
I haven't seen anyone dressed like that before.
Maybe they are a bit out of date by your standards. I picked them up in New York. About 1910, I think it was.
They look new, sir.
They are new. Now come along, Susan.
Goodbye, Susan.
Goodbye, Mike.
Scene 6. Kids going into schoolroom.
Susan?
Oh, good morning, Mike. We're going to be late for class.
We've got a minute to spare. Dad says, would you like to have supper with us tonight?
Yes, if that's all right.
He'd like to see you. I'll meet you after school, okay?
Yes, fine. Bye.
Morning, Susan.
Hello, George.
I wanted to tell you I'm terribly sorry about yesterday.
Oh, that's all right.
Listen. Teacher's just been in. She'll be coming back soon to start class. She wants one of us to draw a Neanderthal man on the blackboard.
What for?
It's the first session this morning, the dawn of mankind.
Neanderthal men weren't real men, not Homo sapiens.
Weren't they? Anyway, the teacher wants a drawing of one. I thought you could do it. You're good at drawing.
All right. Where's the chalk?
Here, I've got some.
Thanks. How big should it be?
She says to leave enough room to write underneath.
All right. How does this look? That gets the low forehead and the snub nose.
Don't forget the teeth sticking out.
No, I've got those. And now for the neck, shorten to the body like this. How's that?
Looks fine. Can I have the chalk back?
Yes, here.
Thanks. Now, all I've got to do is write Miss Jennings' name under here.
Hey, what are you doing that for?
Here's the chalk back.
But I don't want it.
Oh, yes, you do.
Good morning, Susan. Why aren't you at your desk?
I'm sorry, Miss Jennings.
Who drew this on the blackboard? Well, who did this? Susan, why are you holding that piece of chalk?
I'll do the check.
And put my name underneath it? Do you really think I look like that? Well,
Only a bit.
all right, Susan. I'll see you after school.
Okay, fades in. Wind on the Heath, scene 7.
Michael, they play nasty tone in school.
It doesn't matter, Mr. Logan. Teacher only kept me an hour. You don't need to walk me all the way home. I can manage from here, all right?
That's all right. So I go this way to the police station. I'm on night duty tonight. Way. I wanted this police box mission.
Oh, Andrew? Oh, Andrew, you mute. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
all
sure
right.
it didn't used to be that, Dad.
Oh.
Yeah, you're on.
Whoa.
15.
Oh no. We don't have page 13.
15.
Are we on 15? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, we go. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, some particular jokers could have put it onto a truck and dumped it out here. Those boxes must weigh a ton.
Especially this one.
Sorry.
Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Logan.
Look, there it is.
Well, I'll be darned.
It's a very ordinary looking police box, isn't it, Mr. Logan?
Yes, but it's a very unordinary place. I'm going to take a closer look. It's a real police box, all right. Let's try my key in the lock. Hey, that's strange.
What is it, Dad?
My key doesn't fit. And when I touch the lock, it seems to be vibrating, like it's alive. Listen to that sound.
What do you think's inside?
I don't know. Well, Susan, thought I'd be able to show you the side of the police box. Seems we're out of luck.
Oh, that's right, Mr. Logan. I'll be going now. I go that way.
You pointed the other way before, Susan.
Did I? Oh, I'm sorry. I must be going now. Thanks again for supper.
She seems to be in a hurry to get away.
I think it's her grandfather. He doesn't like her to be out too late.
Yeah. Well, come on. I've got on duty.
Yes, sure.
Beats me how that thing got here.
It certainly wasn't here last week. We came up this way to play football. Hey, Dad, look back.
What is it?
The light on the top of the box flashed for a moment. The door opened, and I'm sure I saw Susan go inside.
Susan? Go inside? But it's locked. Even I couldn't open it.
I'm sure for a moment the door opened.
You're imagining things, son. No. Wait. It's closed now.
I tell you, Dad, it opened, and Susan went inside.
Scene 8, interior police station. In background, typewriter, men answering phones, and general hubbub. How long have you been working for the station, Mr. Logan?
You know, Inspector, 10 years.
Then you should know there aren't any of our boxes in the park.
But we've both seen it, sir. That's why I brought my son along, in case I thought I imagined it.
I know it wasn't there the previous Sunday when we played football, sir.
I see. I see. Well, tomorrow morning I'll take a walk out myself.
You don't believe us, do you, Inspector?
I said I'll take a walk out there.
Neither of you believe I saw Susan in there, do you?
Well, that really is unbelievable. But I'll go there myself tomorrow. I don't suppose it'll fly away in the night.
I wonder.
What's that?
Nothing, sir, just an idea.
Scene 9. Fades in. Hum of police box and night wind. In distance, owls hoot.
I'm sure Susan went in there. I couldn't have imagined it.
And what do you think you're doing, boy?
Doctor Who?
I asked you a question.
I was looking at this police box. It seems so strange being here.
There are plenty of other police boxes in London for you to look at, boy. London is studded with police boxes. Now go away.
But sir, if you touch this box, it seems to be alive. And you can hear it vibrating. I was curious.
Then go be curious somewhere else.
Grandfather,
That's Susan.
grandfather, the computer's just served up dinner. Mike, what are you doing here?
I came back because I felt sure I'd seen you go in there.
Now that you know where we live, why not run along and intrude into the privacy of someone else?
I don't understand. Two people can't live in a tiny police box. Let me see in there.
Keep away from that door, boy.
Mike, please don't come any further.
Announcer.
Follows Mike's footsteps as he enters the TARDIS. The footsteps are now on metal and echo in a hall-like place. Lots of electronic humming and whirring sounds.
It's like a great electronic palace. It's so large, Susan. I can't believe it. How can it be so small outside and so big on the inside?
You people can only think of the limited dimensions you understand. Anything beyond your immediate knowledge, you automatically reject as impossible.
What is this place?
We call it TARDIS, Time and Relative Dimensional Interplanetary Ship.
Interplanetary? Where do you come from?
We're from Earth, but 3,000 years hence, in your future.
And you can travel in this back to your own civilization?
That's the problem. I told my granddaughter I'd show her the pyramids being built, but something went wrong, and we found ourselves surrounded by dinosaurs. Since then, we've been to a lot of different places and different times.
You see, Mike, we can't get home. The telechronometer won't work.
Ah, but everything else does. Look at the way it's become a police box on the outside. You can't deny that's an achievement.
Doctor Who, why does it look like a police box?
That's the ECS, the Electronic Chameleon System. As soon as we arrive anywhere, long-range television lenses search the surrounding terrain for an object, a house, a ship, a hut. Then TARDIS automatically reassembles to look like that object.
Does everyone in the future have machines like this?
Gracious, no. I built it entirely myself. I built everything in here on my own. Now, look at this dinner computer. What do you fancy? Fried eggs and ham? Roast beef? 2 veg?
Well, how about fish and chips?
Excellent. I press the lever for fish, or you go ahead. You press it.
Like this?
That's it. That's the one for fried fish. And now chips. Now turn that knob.
But it's only a pill.
I could say the same thing about you, young man. Chew it. See what it tastes like.
Tastes just like fish and chips.
And just as nutritious.
Where do you sleep and wash?
Oh, there are showers behind that partition. For sleeping, we use travel couches. Press that button. You'll see.
4 couches coming out of the wall.
Along here, I have the main control panel. That's the scanner screen. Go on, turn it on.
That's the park. But how can I see it? It's dark outside.
Infrared penetration. Now, this is the control for the doors. Just the slightest flick of the finger. Go on.
What's this little one?
Ah, this little switch can project us through time and space to anywhere in the universe. You fool! I didn't say touch that one!
But what's happening?
Quickly, onto the couches. Fasten the safety belts.
The whole ship, it's moving.
Of course it's moving! You set TARDIS in motion! We're taking off! But I've no idea where we shall land!
Scene 10. End of time-space sequence. Doctor Who, Mike and Susan, panting hard.
We're stopping, Grandfather.
What do we do now?
Find out where we are, of course. And when. Susan, turn on the external scanner.
Yes, Grandfather.
There. Look in that television screen. That's where you brought us, boy. Some desolate place.
Outside temperature and air content were normal, Grandfather. I think still on planet Earth.
All right. I'll open the door.
Can we go out?
We might as well. See what the environment you've plunged us into. Come on, Susan. Let's investigate.
Crossfade to 3 pairs of feet on twigs and earth. No hum of TARDIS. Feet stop.
Grandfather, look, soldiers.
They seem to be having a meeting. Let's listen.
All of you remember what they did at Boston? Well, I ask you, will you carry arms with me against toy soldiers of King George? Will you rid our country of tax gatherers and king's men?
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
I think we've arrived in the American Revolution. Quite fascinating.
But look, behind the ridge, a line of soldiers taking up position.
Oh, sorry. We'd better go back into TARDIS.
It's too late. We're surrounded.
They're going to shoot.
And we're right in the middle.
Scene fades.
Next week on Doctor Who, will they escape? Same Doctor Who time, same Doctor Who channel.
So that was originally going to be a series. So as you can see, it ended with a cliffhanger, and they were going to, probably pick up in the American Revolution. But the series was never picked up, and the original audio with Peter Cushing's recording of Doctor Who was lost.
Lost the time.
Yeah. But on a
Until tonight.
I really enjoy Captain Jack Sparrow as George.
Yes.
Billy.
Yes. I was going for like a little like Thurston Howell the Third with some Jack Sparrow and I don't know.
It was excellent. You had me
a little bit of a Hugh Grant as well.
Yeah.
You're definitely a street tough.
I got
I
the
kind of
humor.
felt like the only way to act this part out was to overact. I went with the Jim Carrey method.
Yeah. Well, that's what they did in radio. You had to overact.
All right, good.
On a little bit of a side note, actually, a few years ago, I kind of wanted to do a charity stage play of. There was a Doctor Who play called Seven Keys of Doomsday, and I wanted to get Devin to play Doctor Who for that, but it never came to be. So it was kind of nice to finally do this tonight.
Well, thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, definitely a fun experience. Obviously, it also brings you back to the old radio plays of the 1930s and 40s, how they did that.
We need some big saws to make the noise. No, when you wiggle them and they do that.
Oh, the singing saw.
And we need the coconuts
Do you have the rest
if anyone's
of this
going to be
story?
on a horse.
No, that's it. That's all they wrote.
That's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like I was very nervous at the beginning of this because I have, well, joking
most lines.
Yeah.
trauma, from Drama Club, because I was like, I would always mess up on my lines and I
Oh.
would have to memorize the whole script before starting. I had the most lines, just like I was getting war flashbacks from that.
We should rename it Susan's Journey Through Time with her grandpa.
Right?
Yeah.
With an appearance by Doctor Who.
I'm still having a lead role, but it's terrifying. And then the pandemic started, which I never even got to be on stage for
Yeah.
drama. So I went all through all that thing, basically.
You did a great job.
Awesome.
Great job.
Well,
Now you're on Facebook
Thank
Live.
you.
Yeah. Well, actually, Ramona
Thank
is
you.
has
Next,
done a lot
please.
Ramona's done a lot of theater, so she could probably tell you a little bit about that too. If you ever,
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah. If you can't find anybody who's ever done any acting or anything,
If you don't
I
know
just love
anyone
this
who's
kind
done any of this stuff at all,
Yeah, I mean, where are you going to find somebody to be able to do voice acting and stuff? And
I know.
I mean, it's really hard to find somebody like that.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, wow, it must be
Hmm.
very hard. Anyways.
I'll tell you, it is so different though. Like having the script in front of you is a whole different world.
Yeah.
Than, and even
Yeah.
having done like film or television, because it's so short. You get these short little bits, but you walk on once you walk on stage, no matter how many times you've rehearsed it, like you set foot on stage and you're done.
Yeah.
It's like sink or swim.
Exactly.
Just go.
Well, it's also when you're on stage, obviously, like every performance is like its own creation.
Yeah, it's all a little
Like-
different.
Yeah.
It's
With
so I always
television and film, you're stuck with what you do. Yet.
then you do it over and over, but it's such an adventure. Stage is
Take
definitely-
322.
Yeah, no, stage was definitely my favorite because we owned it. Like once it took off, it's ours. And I was saying to my husband the other night, I had a 30-second window. Like the moment I would be standing on the side and getting ready to step on stage, I would feel nauseous. I would forget all of my lines. I would be like, I don't even know who am I again? And then for whatever reason, you walk out and you're done. You go.
And that feeling was so awesome,
Oh,
wasn't
it's
it?
the most releasing. It's the best releasing. It's
It's like
fantastic.
skydiving without a parachute. You
Yeah.
have to grab the parachute halfway down the
And you hope the audience catches you.
pretty much.
It's
It's
like
like
Right.
that
crowd surfing.
moment where you
Exactly.
remember that you're you,
Yep.
and then you go back to being them, and it's no
Exactly.
longer.
It's like
I've mostly only done
I was-
improv, so
Yeah. Although you were a
I was very
great Dr. Watson, Devin.
and I didn't fall off the stage.
No, you didn't.
cool. That stage.
I was very scared of doing the accent part because I was like not confident in accents, and Dad said that it was fine if I didn't do it, but I was like, no, I must do it. I
Oh,
must take a risk. And I
That's commitment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Bravo.
Yes.
And I thought it
Bravo.
was great how,
I thought- yeah.
your father missed a line and you had to be right there on top of him and say, your line, Dad.
Nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't worry, I said it that in a joking way. I wasn't actually trying to be mean like that. Okay, Dad.
Please, Dad, don't yell.
I do it all the time.
I'm
But
not
actually,
grounded,
now,
right?
like old school
Oh.
radio broadcasts,
Yeah.
is The Handmaid's Tale.
Ah.
Heard of that? Heard of
So
that?
it's the Margaret Atwood book that, of course, was made into a terrible, I think, 1991 film, but now it's the Hulu piece. But actually, in hindsight, I think that could be a tremendously like War of the Worlds type creepy.
Oh yeah.
The Princess Bride too would be a great radio
Oh, boy.
broadcast.
That would be
Oh,
amazing.
yes.
We
I
just
think,
watched that recently.
In the
for second
future,
time.
everyone will be wearing masks.
And yes, here we are.
The movie of 2020, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
Oh my gosh. The Princess Bride is actually an awesome movie.
yeah, like Captain Video and all the old 1950s, like, whenever they did like TV shows about space and crap like that, it was basically the same stuff.
Oh, that's the name of the new show, Space and Crap.
Space and crap. It just got bought by Netflix. They stole it from me right now. They took it.
I thought that was the new space program. Period.
Space and crap.
Hey, throw in some Nazis. You can be on the History Channel.
Ah, hey, there you go.
Space Nazis.
Space Nazis and crap.
Ah.
Sponsored by
I told
Elon
my
Musk.
friends, I was like,
And Nabisco.
And
Uh,
Nabisco.
like,
Nabisco!
You will
Well,
eat it
no,
and
I
enjoy it.
You will have your thin mints, your crunchy thins, or whatever they call them.
Tonight on Channel.
Right, that's a fair cop.
You know, one of my friends said in a group chat that we have, I'd really like to be on a podcast. And then one of my other friends said, yeah, we will be so funny. And then, like, she said, like, yeah, we should have a podcast. So then I said, do you guys know who I've told you guys who my dad is, right? So it's like, you know, he knows how to set that kind of stuff up. So obviously that is possible that we could have a podcast at some point, even though we're not funny.
Hey, Kevin. I think she's asking for help on a podcast. You think she's?
Yeah.
You know, hint.
Dad, if only I knew somebody with microphones
hint.
and mixers and equipment. But
Somebody who,
yeah.
you know, has
could do a lot
years
of
of experience
voices.
working in video and radio and
Oh yeah.
with funny voices.
Or maybe just your Amazon credit card.
He doesn't. Please, come on, kids. They don't need a credit card. They just need the Amazon account.
Yeah.
There's no contact necessary.
Don't tell my kids that.
Just goes to
my
somebody
kid's gonna have to
else's.
steal my finger. It's everything
wow.
is password
They
protected.
basically chop off your finger so that they have your like bloody finger and they use it to like buy stuff
Yeah.
off of.
Why do I have 900 pairs of
They
shoes on my
hold your
email?
face.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to up my background game. I feel like I need to do.
Yeah,
something.
me too.
I actually just crammed myself into a television and turned myself black and white. So
What we were saying earlier, we remember, you know, having those types of I remember the UHF knob.
Yeah, I didn't have the knob.
yeah.
I had the pair of pliers on there.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And don't forget the
Oh,
tinfoil
wow.
on the antenna. You
Oh,
needed
yeah.
tinfoil as well.
Which some people wear as hats now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whatever makes Marjorie Green tick.
well, there you
Oh,
go.
look at this.
I am incognito now. No one knows who I am.
Oh, he's got.
I am the mystery podcaster.
He's incognito.
Hey,
It's
Andrew,
very
who's the
deep for
beard?
Vendetta.
This is Dr. Johnny Fever.
Yeah, that is a lot of like a Guy Fawkes thing going on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Mental Suppository. I'm incognito. Look, it was either this
Oh,
or
I
the
love,
emo.
that's
Cocktail
that's
hour.
Mad Men.
Oh my gosh.
That's Mad Men you've got behind you.
Yeah, time for cocktails, right?
Homer? I don't know this, Homer. I am Guy Incognito.
That's what I was thinking.
I am the Tiger King.
You really are.
Growl.
Indeed.
Meow.
All right, guys, we have to hop.
All right. No, this
Is
was
that-
great.
yo,
Thank you
Jack
so much.
Sparrow.
I
Hey,
got my Oakleys on.
that was awesome, guys. Lola, Kevin, that was
Yeah.
great.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
Very fun.
Hi, thank
Thank
You
you.
guys were all great
Yeah.
too. This is
Thank you,
really
anybody
great.
who's tuned in tonight.
Bye, guys.
Good night, guys.
Hi, Kevin. Bye,
See you
Lola.
later, guys.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Internet.
Ramona, tell Larry hello.
Actually, hang on one
That's
second.
just a theory.
He's gonna bring him.
Hey, Larry,
Oh.
get over here.
Larry.
Get over here.
What do you know in here?
Hey,
I
hey,
have
Hey,
no idea.
Larry, Larry,
What the
Larry. Larry, get
Yeah.
over here.
Hey, Larry.
Get over here, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Hi,
What's
Larry.
going on? How you been?
Good. You?
Good. Full-time career is VO
Wow.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the hair. This
I'm
is
just
I haven't
trying to-
seen you
I'm
since
trying
you
to
had.
catch up to your early days.
I like that.
Wow.
You look like a sassy professor.
The sassy professor on Gilligan's Island.
He's got Egon's hair.
That's just lazy.
He's got
Oh,
Egon
very
Spangler
nice.
hair
I
right
can
there. That's
appreciate that.
awesome.
How'd Mona do tonight? All right.
Oh, she was great.
Great.
Thanks for doing
Perfect job.
You know. Eh.
She's got a future in this business.
It was
Yeah.
tough.
You had to go.
I need to learn how to pronounce words, but that's it.
Oh, don't worry. This was.
They're just words.
Hopefully, we'll be doing another
Yeah,
one like this soon.
That was fun.
Kevin's known us the whole time we've been
I
together.
mean,
Oh wow.
I mean, I kind of.
What's that? Yeah, I have. Yeah, before they were together,
You knew multiple
I knew them.
Holy cow. Like
That's
6
right.
degrees here, man. Wow.
How about
6
that?
degrees is a
Yeah.
Zoom conversation.
The only thing we're missing is Kevin Bacon.
He's
All of
going
a
to pop
sudden-
up and
all
offer
of a
us
sudden,
free
boom.
wireless.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, Larry, we'll have to get
Guys.
together for a drink or something sometime.
I
Holy
would
shit,
love to.
guys.
Actually, I'm going to use you for
Probably
some
not me. I
What?
don't think I can. I don't think I can go.
Who's that?
Yeah, but what's your website?
You can just contact me. Ramona has to get a hold of me through Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through there. Yeah.
Because I'm still in the ad game and we're always looking for some VO guys. So
Awesome.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not just a VO guy, sir.
I know.
I'm the VO guy.
you are the VO guy.
Yo guy.
He's not only the president, he's also a client.
That's right.
Very good. Thanks.
All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah, good to see you. Nice to meet
Good
you.
to see you.
This was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
It is.
Bye.
guys.
Ta.
Good night, McLeod.
Good night, McLeod.
Good night, Marianne.
Boy.
Good night, John Boy.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right, gentlemen. I'm
Bye,
off to
Ramona.
have a good night.
Thank you again.
Out.
Oh my gosh.
sauerkraut.
Anytime. It's my pleasure,
Awesome.
my honor.
Awesome.
All
I
right,
wonder
guys.
what
It's
the
good to
people on
see you.
Facebook are
Good to see you
saying
too.
right now.
Good to see you. Later.
I've missed. I hope that we go back to the Star Wars at some point.
Oh, we
Yes.
will.
And
We
we were
will.
also talking about potentially fixing up the whole band room so that we could do, like, when life returns, that we can do lots of these things together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it'd
That would
be
be
a lot more fun.
With the sound effects equipment.
There with a live band as well. We have it in the talks. We have
Yeah.
it in the talks.
That would be cool.
I expect a triangle player.
What about a what's it called? A cowbell player.
Sousaphone.
I have a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right. On that note, I'm going to cowbell out, gentlemen.
Good
Have a
night.
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We're having a blast. I don't want this to end. This is
I know.
too much fun.
I know, guys. Thank you know this
Well,
has been great. This,
Hey,
it was a good
take
first
a look
try.
at the. Can you actually look at what the people are saying on Facebook and see any comments or anything like that? 'Cause
Ooh, live comments.
live comments. See if there's anybody out there with anything that they have.
Any
a question
questions? Any requests?
None.
on. I'm gonna just simply say, ladies, I'm sorry, I'm taken. You know. Yep.
I don't see any, so
Well, they'll probably see him later. Like, oh, these guys are really smart and cool. I want to hang out with them. I want
Yeah,
to see
who the
them at
hell were those
conventions."
douches?
I'm gonna find him and punch him in the face.
That's more what we're used to.
Hey, you're right. Next day I see Lenny, I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just call it for tonight,
Yep.
guys. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
So
actually,
next, I wouldn't mind talking. You know, as I was, mentioning to anybody listening out there, I wouldn't mind doing another one of these. At least one more Zoom thing before
Yeah.
we start doing the live ones. But I actually, the one that I wouldn't mind doing is a live reading of Superman Lives, the Kevin
Yes.
Smith, because it would just be great to hear Kevin doing both. What's his Nicolas Cage,
Nicolas
and,
Cage,
and
yeah.
Christopher Walken.
You know,
God, we
honestly,
both had old
the
man
way
moment.
that Nicolas Cage is nowadays, I would not put it past him to actually decide to actually be into that. Like, if you asked him,
Superman.
I can like Nicolas Cage is definitely one of those that he'll do anything.
If Nicolas Cage as Superman just looks at someone and goes,
You know, I could eat a peach for hours.
Please don't.
I want to see that action figure that comes with a Superman and a peach for no reason.
with a super tongue. And again, I've taken the show to the lowest level possible.
That's okay.
Oh,
We need
please.
that.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, it's been fun, guys.
Yeah,
has
it's been
been.
great.
We'll be doing more shows in the future.
Yep.
Please tune in, everybody.
Yep. Please do. I mean, this, we enjoy doing this. And so listen to the Mental Suppository. Every new episodes, every Friday. You can hear this one. You can hear Andrew and I talking about the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally, though.
Yeah. Cuts deep.
Yep.
All of your hate mail goes directly to Shanley at
All your hate mail goes to Snyder at Zach. Why'd you do this to us?
So
Right.
dark. Is this the DC universe?
You're just basically throwing a flashlight in the TV. Well, I can't see anything.
Oh, it must be the Snyder cut. Well, I guess they're gonna do it black and white next, supposedly.
Wasn't it already black and white?
Ruin
Basically,
it more?
yeah.
I mean, all right, guys. On that note, I'm out too.
All right, I'm gonna head out. See you
Later,
guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, who had listened. This will be available on YouTube shortly. And like I said earlier in the live reading, if for those who subscribe to End the Media Project, there will be an edited version of this to make it sound like an old-time radio show. So please show your support to End the Media Project, to programs like ours, the Mental Suppository, and other programs they produce, because your subscriptions help create new voices. One of them could be yours. So thank you for tuning in tonight, and I hope to catch you at our next live show. Till then, take care. It'll probably help if I stopped recording.